shop like normal?
Yeah, it's been really tough. I mean, we were told fairly quickly that it was going to be initially not the non-essential, then it was non-essential. So I guess the plans were just around how we moved and moved our business onto an online platform as quickly as possible, because we had a website we didn't probably put a lot of work into. We then found that maybe the best thing to do would be to actually do the website, get more stuff onto eBay, and literally went through probably thousands and thousands of items of stock and put it online, got the staff all into one unit in Bromley, and literally spent 11-12 weeks just doing that. And between that and the support of our loyal customers, we've kind of managed to keep ourselves above water, but it's been a tough 12-13 weeks.
And now looking forward, you're hoping to reopen. What does it mean to you being able to reopen the store next week?
I mean, it's absolutely massive. I mean, I guess it's going to be a little bit interesting to see how customers react, because we don't know whether they'll come in as normal. I'm hoping they do. But it's absolutely massive for us to just go and get some footfall. And I'm guessing that if we continue with what we've been doing, and then we have the added bonus of people walking off the street as well, it should be an absolute real shot in the arm that we could really need at the moment.
And I guess that's the key point, how customers react. We saw today the economy has just fallen off a cliff in a way that's never happened before.
Yeah.
And really everyone's just praying that it manages to pick up as quickly. Are you hopeful? Are you quite worried about the high street is going to change quite dramatically, even as shops like yours reopen? How optimistic are you feeling?
So if I'm talk about myself, I feel very optimistic, because that's much in my nature. I think in terms of the high street, I'm really worried. I think that there's a massive challenge in terms of the stores have seen probably a real recess from before this quarter in terms of rent quarter. So they struggled in last quarter, but we had a bit of a support around the crash grant. Now this quarter coming, landlords will be wanting their rent in full, and we've not traded for a quarter, the majority of us. So I think it's going to be a massive detriment to the high streets, and I guess to a lot of retailers, might be the bit that pushes us over the edge. But I think the government's done as much as they can, maybe, but it has obviously been without a quarter's worth of sales. That might be the difference between a lot of businesses staying open and not. So I don't know how we get around it, but I think I'm hoping the demand will be back. It's just whether businesses will be in a position to take advantage of that.
And sorry, just trying to make the notes at the same time. There's obviously been talk about lots of small businesses in your case, and sort of how the support's been there for them as well as the bigger picture. Because I think this is the first time people have seen the whole economy stop. It's not just banks this time. It's not just trade exporters. What do you think this has shown about the importance of small businesses, sort of shops, which on their own only have 10 staff maybe, but as part of a bigger picture, do you think this sort of, if all of those businesses fail, if all of those businesses are in trouble, do you think this is a remind people of how important the role of small businesses are?
I think small businesses are probably more important. I mean, I think there's a lot of people that rely on small businesses. I think small businesses are a lot more intimate and serve as a lot more part of the bigger picture of the high street. I mean, you have your corporations, but then the small people on the high streets, obviously other businesses apart aside from retail. I think small businesses are very, very important, and I think without that economy, which if you think of cafes and restaurants and all the rest of it, I think it's going to be really tough if we all disappeared and we're just left with the big corporations, because already it's gone that way a little bit, and I think this could tip it over the edge. But I don't know what the right answer is. I'm hoping that again trade bounces back, and hopefully people have put a little bit of money away for the rainy day. It doesn't help that it just seemed like austerity was easing off. We were sort of there, and then obviously with Brexit, it's kind of impacted a lot of people, and I think that on the back of those two big things now with a pandemic on top, I do think it's going to be tough times. But I'm hopeful and optimistic that we will get through it. I'm just worried about other people in my industry, in comics. you know, and I worry about the high street in general, especially like restaurants. And I've got a lot of people that are friends of mine that own restaurants and cafes, and you know, for them it's double worse because they don't even have a date to get back yet. So I think it's tough.
Talking about the sort of community you're part of, whether that's fellow business owners, the ones who your neighbours with in Kingston. I don't know if you discussed today, but is the feeling that actually this has been a huge drop, but the worst could be yet to come? You know, the support is there at the moment, but if people don't come back, how, you know, is there a sort of collective sense of you on your high street that these neighbours you might never, these bars, restaurants you might never see reopen, and what's that like?
I mean, I think with in terms of us, I think the biggest issue for us is just getting through. I guess a quarter of not having any trade, because there's a ton of money there that we've not had. Obviously, landlords need to be paid. I guess the bigger the scale, then the more that impacts that business. And I think in terms of restaurants and cafes and